we with Pam. And he gonna also got to be like, how he gonna convince us? Because like as I saying, he don't convince us Dougie was all about power. He convincing us now that Tim is all about power. Meanwhile, he elected in a federal parliament and a local parliament. He is a governor and a mayor at the same time. He ain't. When is he going to start to give up something and realize, yo, I'm saying all of these people all about power, but I got two job and all kind of
I guess
responsibilities.
I
And
guess
somebody
I
he
guess
got a mirror in his house somewhere.
I guess pride involved, right? And you don't want to do certain things how NRP do it, right? Because you tell yourself, by NRP lose because of this or whatever, whatever, but NRP still had a strategy and maybe he could have worked for you.
Well, you see, well, that's the thing. He argue and tell you it's the same thing. They criticize Patrice for that, and while at the same time saying send me. You understand? And all what me say is, yo, you need to make sure the premier got to
When
remember if he not got a mirror in his house, he got people who walk around like a mirror and they could show you
and
like
and
he got to be real. He got to be
they like go
consistent.
say 5 more than 20.
Mm-hmm.
So well,
Man,
big man, you had 7, and now you're complaining after the 7.
I'm telling you. Um, it, I really would like to know what happened because these man it's 2 times as they say, cause they're saying it like with pride. They're saying it as as a thing of distinction. You know, we are honorable leaders, so we stick by this man, even though he had the least amount. Yo,
Differently.
he get it.
Palm and CCM could have formed a government without PLP.
Let me see you raise your hand.
And not
He coulda.
once but twice. He make it seem like, and that's what he was doing. And that's how come I tell you, like he really put the pressure. He put he put this thing in a situation just by putting on the thing about like the 2 terms. He put it in a situation where now if Timothy Harris is the prime minister and Nevis, think it's a Nevis again, he's a greedy man. That's basically what he vibes was. You do this, you're a greedy man. And I feel like the premier feelings hurt too, eh? Because he said he would have drafted the Charleston cards, and he said he has been hearing from people that it is not legally binding. In which case, and all of these is things how the premier. No, he fucked up. If the premier, if the if go ahead, read out the comment.
Yeah. My question I'm asking, if Mark went to say SK for the PAM convention and speak about promise, so what the promise for Nevis people?
Well, the energy what he went down there with is the promises that we ain't getting our fair share. He keep on saying the fair share, and I I guess he said it in terms of population, but what he need to do is give us a number. It doesn't have to be an exact number. He understand what approximate is. Give us an approximate number. Is it 5 million a month? Whatever the number is. You know what I'm saying? And it would start off from simply being like, okay, see, he need to say CBI has generated 600 million in the past 5 years. Nevis has gotten 100 million. In which case, Nevis has gotten 16%. In which case, Nevis is supposed to have gotten 9% more, 8% more, and attach a number to it. So we looking
But
at real things. You
I
understand?
thought that was well a lot cheaper is yo. You know what I mean? It's like you got to be a represent us for the press conference next time.
Because what?
So because like imagine you just saying it how it is, right? And like you know what I mean? Like that's the answers we need. These are the kind of figures we need. These are the kind of answers we need. You know, who make us feel good. Cause
And this is
like that we wanna hear. Like we wanna come to a conclusion, not just this and this. And look, you know feel comfortable with somebody asking you a question. Like no, let me focus on how much coming in.
indeed, and the premier got to remember he playing a dangerous game with the fair share thing because even when Lindsey Graham and Sean telling Pam supporters Nevis hasn't been getting their fair share, the whistle and them get lesser, and the cheering get lesser. When you hear them talk about Tim shouldn't be premier for a third term, that's when everybody and
Yeah,
this if you focus on what really going on, they're dealing with leadership. Pam and CCM thing, it simply seem like it is right now. They're dealing with the leadership of the country.
the minute Nevis get a KFC, I'll be forget about fair share.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you know, get no KFC right now, but I'll be able to get big restaurant, man, not KFC. I'm telling you. And if I be get to a restaurant, oh my God, boy. Them man gonna put that there in a St. Thomas's, boy, Jason. As long as they don't put them at castle. Because let me tell you something. When you reach Cliff Dwellers, as a matter of fact, let me give the Premier some advice. Mr. Premier, when the election is being held in Nevis, let people come home to Sinkers. The only people who need to be driving on the Newcastle Road is people who live in St. James. And you don't know you're gonna win St. James, but trust me, don't expose nobody else to the Newcastle Road, there, boy. Me models here. You got to be a navigator. You want a driver and a navigator. You check? So that somebody there and I tell you, boy, you got patrol right there, so coming up. Maybe if we in a fall, but at least you got a little water in them so you could see them, but they're big. Yeah, so don't send nobody over to the St. James way. So let people come in from the Seabridge and by the pier and they go head tongue. You check? All if they live a butler, let them enjoy tongue work over a butler, they're gonna have a better time on the road. Don't let them drive on a little part of the road, the boy, in a nice.
But let me tell you, clown yourself, Mark, something, right? You and Spencer. But I go stop texting James these people for fool, you know. Bored, you're bigging up Spencer doing work over St. James's. This need any bigging up, King? What is this? Huh? What is kiss me ass this I come out to go do? We are taxpayers' money? Huh? What is this? Make sense I've been told you said down by the taxi stand, man. Down by the new pier.
Boy, boy, Jason, me drive pan some of the road them out, cause I ain't awesome cricket, I tell you. And I see generations a patch, my boy. You check? So you could see patch where it's like asphalt patch, and then you see concrete patch, and then you see asphalt patch for a long time, and then you see another kind of different kind of asphalt patch. Yo,
You see what happened? The backlash what we are facing right now is remember he had said remember he had said it was said at a point in time where they're saying NRP NRP shouldn't hire a foreign company do road and all that kind of stuff there and like public works could do the same road. But these road what public works doing, you understand me? Like public works, you understand me? You're good at everything else but not the roads. The roads in all your
and
thing.
And it is unfair because I was talking to somebody about like public road works and doing road and so. It unfair in terms of like when okay, and I apologize for comparing neighbors to a bigger country. Okay, for some people who don't want us to move forward and be like greater, but when you hire a private company, them are always more flexible. Cause like two, you would tell them, man, listen, you got this amount of time to do the work. Whereas public works, Saturday and Sunday done out. You understand? And then the hours ain't there, ain't an overtime and all them kind of thing there. Whereas sometimes you better to deal with the private company. And especially when they specialize in that. Like if it's a
Yep.
company, them do road. Because when you watch the road there, as me tell you, you could drive all the way till Cliff Dwellers, you know. And
But
you know
but
down to the
but
bottom of Cotton Ground all time a problem. But down there good right now, them
but
man take precautions.
but they didn't have to. But is this they saying the same company what they said they didn't want, they end up had to call back.
Yes. Yes.
They call him back to do the Cotton Road, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how is it right now, presently?
That's why I tell you the road is good until you reach Cliff Dwellers. When you reach Cliff Dwellers. But you see that the next thing too, because they were going to do it in phases. Just like how them a do the Mondo chop. And we don't know how the Mondo chop did. Phase one is complete, but we can see the other phases coming in,
So
and
I'll do with this is about Holy Hotel.
is
So
not
as you,
well.
when back then when you used to quarantine, you know what I mean, you're back on the bumps.
Yes, definitely. And boy,
Where you have the major pier, where you just build a pier over there.
Jason is a lot of. And let me tell you something too. Right? You go down on the beach. The plan what I see, I gonna send a picture next time. But the plan what I see a boardwalk supposed to be down there. I see a parking lot supposed to be down there. And
Mm-hmm.
the only question what may I ask, which part of the parking lot there, as far as I see, is which part Sunshine and Lime and all of them places there. So
So
I
you're
don't
stuck in
know.
phase one still?
No, well, that phase one, yeah, make work with the phase one, you know. Because if phase two involve anything with Sunshine, or Lime, or any of them moving from down on the beach, bye, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. They could keep phase two if that are the case. But it just means still start out the parking. And it gonna can be public
Yeah,
works pan that
yeah.
mission here. This is a mission. What somebody explained to me they do over Katangong is like they had to go down deep and then they put steel and thing. They had to really create a better foundation in order
Yep.
to get the road which part of the public works is not them to be able to do. And
Nope,
then
because the public work no they could come and sugar cake it.
you check it out, and then the meeting the precision at the instruments where them man are used to. Them man they're gonna be better at dealing with the thing.
Yep.
Yeah, the investment need to be made on at this point in time, as far as I could see. Not you see, you talk about places where they got development. Remember them man got development down there now, and them man waiting the road, but like when you're driving to go down by the beach and so, it's still shitty road. So ain't like I said, them man should have do the paved the whole thing. I think this would have post up the other day about like hole in the road or water and water in the road because rain would have just fall.
Mm-hmm.
Them man got to invest in a down there. You see? And not because remember them man are go down there in a jeep, eh? But most people are go down there in a car. Start out the car man
Yep,
them too.
exactly, man.
And have the Japan of them
But
whole
see,
deep
some people they could put
north.
themselves in that spot. Some people they could put themselves in that spot and can't keep up. Like for instance, you know what I mean? Everybody were bragging about roads being done. Yeah, look at that. We're doing this road and that road. But the entity roads, them are not being established. You know what I mean? Like you build this pier over all and like you not even fix up the road out there one time to where I out there. You know what I mean? Like you build a park. You know what I mean? Name them in a man name. You know what I mean? Like yeah, and like the road to go to it. I guess we were supposed to park on the main and walk go down. What tell Abby that?
Well, what happened is like besides the park itself, he
Yeah.
got a little park. He got like you could kind of pull up beside the park. But and that they depend that there is on the plan too. But as I'm telling you, down when you look at the end of the plan now, you see which part supposed to be parking lot. And me not see how you're gonna have parking lot and also got sunshine
Well,
and all them things there, but that don't
well,
make no
I'm
sense.
I'm just waiting to see how well the job is done when the rainy seasons come.
Pa- Yeah, the rainy season does expose a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for that. And like I was talking to my friend the other day in the comment here in the comment section. Um, he saying, well, you watch the movies yet? The MSR Media movie? What was filmed in Nevis, Alan?
No, but maybe I wonder if MSR cameraman been done as think it's on the boy. Cause this man been just go on the right set of man at the right time, right? Why? I mean, like, the only thing maybe I been want him take off him mask.
Tim wouldn't take off the mask. Eh? You know, hear Beres, I beat myself.
No, me what none of the MSR more. You watch any of them yet?
I saw somebody make a post about it, and they was like, "Yo, do not waste your time. You realize the premier hasn't spoken about it?" And I was like, "Bye for true, you know. I for true, you know. The boss ain't talk about it, you know." So if anybody in the comment section had watched the movie, can you give us your experience or whatever? Because the NIA stopped talking about it. So I want to know if the Nevis nigga them not talk about it. Since the NIA ain't talking about it.
No, but Jason, you see, I don't even predict this already, because it's like you saying you do this thing. Yo, these people like stars. Even if you can imagine if I was in the movie, right? And I was like I walk past this star while the movie going on, and I tell you, boy, damn it, me just walk past them. You see me? The man like, what if, you disturb me for, boy? You're in the movie hour. Even if you was in the movie and you is like you pass a drink to the star. What are you talking about? The
But it look
big
like a
the biggest
backboarding going on too.
the biggest thing we
Because
could get from God.
because Tanya just said, Jason, remember MS him she here she about MSN.
MSR.
MSN be the guy SK, so you won't be saying anything. Yeah. But based on what my partner told me, like I told him like we were having a discussion about the movie based on what he was saying. I was like, well, it's cheaper than we had to do a documentary about Sink It's Nevis then. And it would have been better off. If it's based on how we talk about the movie, we better they had do some sort of documentary to promote Nevis. But
Not really.
I can't go too deep neither, Alan, because I need to watch it myself.
Okay. Well, here we're really going on to it because I was watching this. I was trying to figure out what going on in terms of he said we have a movie industry here now. And what happened is, I don't know if when you're watching movies, you just reach down to the credits. But when you reach, okay, well, let me explain to you. When you reach down to the credits in the movies, right? A lot of the times where you would see right now is Georgia Peach. And it does be even for TV shows. The Georgia Peach is because they're letting you know that the movie that was made in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah,
So that is the promotion for Atlanta. Due to this now, because it happening for a period of years now,
yeah,
they build up sound stages. They got all kind of different things. So you see like major movies being made there. Not like I'm not a
of
premier
course.
feel like we're dealing with major movies, but I talking like Marvel. You check? Big,
Yeah,
big shit movies. Them man shoot them in Atlanta. The equipment, what that man got there, the man saying Atlanta got right now, you could find like upwards of 20 sound stages. Never saying got one sound stage. You got directors, you got makeup people, you got you got people who could do prosthetics and all them kind
yes.
of things. You check it out. We ain't, and they would tell you it took them like 30 years to feel like, bye, we could compete with Hollywood. You understand? The premier wanna come to me in a pandemic and tell me he built a movie industry. Big man, no, that's not what you did. A movie
No,
down here.
it was just a
You,
yay. It was just a
that's
yay
my.
Facebook post. That's why I could keep on telling y'all fuckers around here. Facebook ain't a real place.
So the promotion really is gonna be more subtle and it's the same thing. You don't even stay to watch the credits. I just went to watch Batman, for example, on the weekend, and I was like, let me stay and see exactly. And you would see, they would say, thanks to the government of Australia or thanks to the government of Switzerland. But when you really think about it, right? When the government get big up, so say you got to watch this movie.
Yeah,
Ain't gonna Nivision playing a major role in it. We ain't directing it. We ain't producing it. None of them kind of things there. You want to watch a movie to see, and thanks to the government of Nevis, especially Premier Mark Bradley, for the filming and them kind of things there. It gonna just look like you're. It gonna just look like you're big up yourself because these is the kind of things where people gonna see. You.
but
So
but 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 here,
so
yeah, it don't
I know it
start.
was gonna flop.
Alan, but Alan, it don't start bad. You know why it don't start bad? Yeah, some because they don't live off the credibility. Because guess what? If they're gonna tell somebody happy birthday, they share on the NIA, they either share on the NIA page or the CCM page. When anything what happen to do in the country, they're gonna share on the NIA page, which is fair, but they're gonna go share on the CCM page. You know what I mean? Somebody somebody open a funeral home, you know what I mean? It's share on the NIA page, well look gone on the CCM page. I never see NRP do that there yet. Only CCM say do all them thing there. Like keep whoever politically, you know. You understand me? So NRP smarter than you then. You understand me? But it just that too, you socially active. You know what I mean? You just helter skelter. Because these things that don't turn me off, that's my opinion. You check it out, like you're putting it on that page and still that page at the same time. If you promote Nevis, promote it on the NIA page. You know what I mean? But when you're like people on the private thing and this and that and whatever, you pump on your CCM page, even tell somebody happy birthday. You understand me? Then after a look, NRP getting the power, the person is victimized. You can't put people in the spot like that, man. You know what I mean? But hey, maybe some people want the attention too.
Well,
Why they don't share this on the CCM page? Share the shop on the CCM page, friend. I'll see you in there in the comments. Share it. He's an admin. I don't know if you're not gonna like our conduct of our way of speaking, you know what I mean? Maybe we might sound derogatory or whatever, but hey, we talking the facts and the facts only. We say it how it is. Yeah.
this this up and coming election. I mean, these up and coming elections. Know that as I said, the political theater has unfolded in front of us. Gonna be interesting. I still have to go and listen to this speech again. But as I'm telling you, the premier says certain things that if he really feel that way, he gonna got to stand up on his words and show me by it. Yeah, man. I really and truly, by Jason, I feel like he ready to be done, eh? I feel so. And I think the smart thing for him to do, like, if you win this time,
Um,
that's it.
Tom Brady says so too.
But based upon what he said again with power, I gonna got to feel like, he gonna have to live up to his words, right? And the, the premier dealing with some kind of things what I don't like in terms that he got to start to be like self-aware. He got to stop playing like ignorant when people asking him like, why you got two jobs? You be like, there's a conflict of interest and them kind of thing. That he got to stop being able to look at other people's situation and see when they're getting out of control and they are out of hand, and be able to look, as I say, in a mirror and say, bye, Mark, you're doing too much. As he said, be a sober leader, be a responsible leader. Cause I saw where the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Civil Aviation is. It's done in Port Zante. That was done in Port Zante Friday.
Mm-hmm.
He can't be done in Port Zante and up in the Social Security building for 8 hours a day. He cannot fulfill the response. You can't be a senator and a mayor. You can't be a mayor and a governor. You can't be the president and a senator. You do one responsibility and you focus all your energy on that. Because even when he went down to the convention, right? I was even he confused me when he had said, when I come down here as the premier. I was like, I thought when you think it is the Minister of Foreign Affairs. So it's the premier. Cause I just like to know which Brantley I dealing with. Am I dealing with Premier Brantley? Or am I dealing with Foreign Affairs Minister Brantley? Because
I
depending
guess it
on who you're
depends on the
dealing with,
location.
it's different. That, but he was in SK. So he confused me. And then not only that, he was talking to Tim. And he was talking to Tim from the perspective of his federal position. He was talking about unity. So the premier didn't really need to make the premier, and once again, he is the man who just don't say, sing it, people, stop water nevis politics. And that's why I'm telling you, the premier didn't really need, was not necessary down there. One of the federal ministers could have been necessary, you know what I'm saying, to speak of for Nevis in that capacity. But the premier no really be necessary in that sink it people business. If you
But
see what I'm saying.
me realize it catch a lot of CCM people off guard too because the CCM chat room in quiet.
Listen, I don't think anybody. I think who we know about what he been going to say is Kennedy Simmons, a little bit, Lindsey Grant, Sean, and Mark. You understand? Them there is who we know what
So
was
for
taking
I
place.
you in the CCM group chat, Yeah, I get left out this time, Jed. I get caught up in the loop, huh? I get caught out the loop, sorry. Sorry for
Remember,
you. The boss
remember
don't
the
inform
same.
you tell you going on.
Remember the same thing. Who not get them call it already? They're not on the team this time.
I better go back. I better go make them cars a BVI and Miami and Bronx and Connecticut. Go back and make our cars them. What you think I there for? Call our people and ask if they're vaccinated and ready to travel. I stay in the loop there. What you think I there for?
Well, I hear a lot of action next month. You know. KRS and thing is back for the Easter.
Mm,
Yeah.
stay in our
Um.
lane.
Um. We gonna deal. We gonna be dealing with the Taj situation.
Man, we're just gonna let it play. We're just gonna let it play right now. For right now, we're just gonna let it play. You know? That's all for right now for me, you know what I mean? And I'm hungry right now too. So yeah.
So so if there's further developments, we gonna deal with it. We
Yes,
can't
of
even deal with
course.
it we can't even deal with it on a preliminary basis at this moment in time. Well, watch
Because
it, really and truly.
one thing is gonna lead
He,
to a next.
no, here's what I'm gonna tell you though, overall of this thing. 'Cause we done see it play out before. Um, when Daly had a civil case, not the police. The premier went to the DPP and said, "Look how guy this man here robbing safe this. This was a civil matter. When it was a civil matter, he come and he said this is a character issue. We don't see Lindsay had a court case and Janelle had a court case over serious things. He did not find that that was a character issue. He know them. Don't worry with that. I stand with them. So we understand how he is gonna play. So we ain't even gonna talk about if it is a possible move. It is a stroke because I wanna say um based on the press release, I read a press release
Mm-hmm.
from the police, and they said that the initial the 27 DJ Nyan, they said the initial charges would have been laid February the 13th,
Mm-hmm.
and then these charges here would have been laid on the 14th. How long it take them on a test?
The man could have tested on right in front of him when they hold him. Just fucking take a whip in the fucking thing. The man could have tested on right there. But
Um, it wasn't like so. It wasn't powder. It needed testing. But I'm saying the
okay.
timing, and we're saying the timing too, because we will see Taj at the convention. I would see Taj recently somebody sent me a thing with he and Aika and the premier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it just and that, I mean that was weekend dance CMO too.
Man, I just hope everybody are the best. That's all I could do. Just hope for the best for everybody. For PLP, for him, but PLP, yeah, for PLP, PAM, CCM, Labour, NRP.
Okay.
I just
Okay. Let
hope
me tell
everybody
you.
the best.
No, I want to tell you something, mate. Let me tell you something before you go on. You know, because this is one thing what my grandmother tell me. You know, and a mutual gain upon. So, I mean, you could hope for the best for the country. You understand? But you can't hope for the
Yeah,
best
man.
for everybody. You can't, because somebody got to lose,
Of
somebody got to
course.
win, and at the end of the day, we all have to go on.
Yes. And
So
with
is
that, I'm
I
gonna
want,
say
yeah, I want the best for the country. The parties and
we
them
all
I
want the
sort
best for
out
the
their
country.
business.
And
Mm.
I just want to say manners and respect to all everybody who commented and passing through. If it's the first time here, make sure be here the next time we have this show. And tell a friend, must tell a friend. It's all about the Real Entertainment Network. Thanks to Master Control. And yeah, it's been the topics. It's been great. Yeah. And manners and respect, your constructive criticism is important. So let's move forward and have a good night. Alan?
Good night, everybody. Good night, everybody. I gonna go all up.
Lord, ring the bell tomorrow now. Ring the bell already.
Yeah, lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else, chose you instead. I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Got up in the morning, took a shot, it's a rock. Girl, you left my stomach in a knot. Took